Welcome back here to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm joined by Chef Amanda Pilkington, who you recognize if you watch the Mountain Morning Show. I always get really excited when I hear that you're coming on, I have to be honest, because I get really hungry like the day before. Starving already. So what are we making today?
Okay, so we're making two things. We're making a strawberry cucumber salad, and then we're also making strawberry brioche toast with mascarpone.
That sounds really, really good. So where do we start?
Okay, so I have a pound of strawberries in here. They're quartered or all cut up about the same size.
So it doesn't really matter how you cut them as long as they're kind of all consistently in the same size?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer having it kind of a larger cut to it?
Consistent, bite size.
Bite size,
yeah.
Cool, sounds good.
And then we have cucumber.
Okay.
I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's really good. And, you know, peel your cucumber first. I did a fine, well, smallish dice.
Okay.
You can put that in there.
And just mix this with the strawberries?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Just lightly toss it.
And I know you said it sounds weird, but it's not, because this is super refreshing. I've had actually like a cucumber kind of lemonade with some strawberries in there before, and that was really, really good.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it's got the like really refreshing summer taste to it, for sure. It's really good.
Okay, so this is
you
the
said
magic.
lightly toss them around as I flick them all across the studio.
This is the magic ingredient. It's elderflower syrup.
Where can you find elderflower syrup? Is this something you could find just at the grocery store? Or Amazon, okay, cool.
No, it's not.
Gotta love Amazon.
Maybe like plan a couple days. If you have Prime, that's awesome.
Yeah. Encouraging you to get Prime, because you'll get it really fast.
Okay, so 5 tablespoons of elderflower syrup, 3 of honey, and then about 10 mint leaves. Go for large mint leaves. And we'll put it in the Vitamix. We'll get it nice and smooth until it's nice and fragrant.
Okay.
If you don't have a Vitamix, finely chop the mint, mix it together really well.
And kind of let it sit and marry, like everything kind of marry together there?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then I used a fine mesh sieve. If you don't have that, you can use cheesecloth. But we want to get rid of the mint leaves.
Okay.
And there we have
I love
that.
adding the fresh mint too as well. Like one of the things we really wanted to do this summer at my house was to start growing some basil and mint and stuff like that. So it's always really nice to be able to just walk to your kitchen and pick that off and use that as a fresh ingredient. So that's really nice there.
And this is a really cool color.
I was going to say that is a really cool color. It's like a dark kind of green color.
So you can mix that together. So just pour it over and then give it another toss.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll let it sit for about 30 minutes. I would chill it while it's marinating.
Okay.
And that's it for that.
That's it for that one. And
so we'll let it sit a little while, and then I'll let you taste it.
For sure. That sounds great. Let's talk, and you know, this is actually funny. I kind of just was thinking about this. You've been on the show plenty of times, but I don't think I ever asked you what got you into being a chef in the first place. Like, where did it all start? Did you cook a lot as a young woman? Did you?
Well, I started working in restaurants when I was 13.
Okay, so yeah, very young.
Yeah,
actually.
very young. And my dad, he's an amazing cook or chef. We opened our own restaurant when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
So
it's kind of just ran in your genes then, in a way, like.
Food's always been really, really important at home.
That's awesome.
And I love it.
That's
I love
great.
food. It's what I think about the most.
And I'm same here, honestly, to tell you the truth. I am quite hungry a lot of the time, and making great food is really a good way to kind of just relax and stuff too, as well. Just kind of forget about all the stresses. I agree completely. So we got this great strawberry cucumber elderflower salad mixed up here. Let's see if we can get a kind of a close-up shot of that. It looks really nice, and it's going to be refreshing, I'm sure. So now we're moving on to the brioche toast.
Yes.
Let's do this one.
Okay, so I made some whipped cream, very easy. 3/4 cup heavy cream.
Okay.
A little bit of vanilla and powdered sugar.
Okay. And that you obviously just mix together until it starts to fluff up and rise a little bit?
Yeah, until it gets nice and thick. So actually, this is 3/4 of mascarpone.
Okay.
So we'll put this in here.
And for those who don't know,
mascarpone's an Italian soft, slightly sweet cheese.
It's really, really good though, especially like on a toast like this, like you're making. And so this will just mix all together then with the whipped cream?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the whipped cream lightens the mascarpone.
Okay, kind of gives it a little bit more of an airy texture rather than it being kind of thick, right?
Yeah,
mascarpone
chunky.
is thick. So it's almost got the consistency of like a almost like cream cheese, but not really.
Almost.
Yeah, it's almost as thick as cream cheese, but definitely not as thick.
Way tastier.
Way tastier, that's for sure, especially because it's got the sweet flavor to it.
Okay, I have some brioche bread.
Okay.
I don't expect you to make it.
Okay.
You can buy it at Whole Foods, which is lovely.
It's much easier that way.
Toast your brioche. Toast your brioche. Also have some hazelnuts.
Okay.
The hazelnuts, I just put them in a pan with a little bit of maple syrup, chili powder, like a pinch.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of salt.
Okay. And why the chili powder? Just curious. Is it kind of just
I like
to
a
have
little
that?
kick.
Okay, I agree though. I'm a fan of spice for sure.
And then we have more strawberries.
Awesome. Yes, this is strawberry day here. We love it though because it's so refreshing.
Okay, so if you like, you can put a little of that in there,
Scoop a
and
little
you
bit
can
in here.
have a taste.
Okay.
And I'll get this ready for you.
Okay, while we get this ready, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. When we come back, I will take a little sample of this delicious salad as well as the brioche toast, and we'll have more from Chef Amanda Pilkington as well. We'll be right back right here on the Mountain Morning Show. We're back here on the Mountain Morning Show. We just prepared this delicious cucumber, strawberry, and elderflower syrup salad, as well as this brioche French toast with some mascarpone in there and some, what is it? It's walnuts or?
Hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts, that's what it is. Hazelnuts with a little bit of strawberries as well. And right now, I'm the lucky one, and I get to dig in and try this out. Let's talk about your personal chef services, though, as I'm disgustingly eating this food right now.
Okay. Well, there's lots of gorgeous houses in Park City, and why go out when you can have a chef come to you?
Absolutely, that's a great idea too for like date night. Really, like why go out to these great restaurants here when you can have the 5-star service at home?
Date night, when you have large groups, or so we bring a gourmet dining experience to people's homes. We do everything. With the shopping,
Oh wow, you guys even go out and shop for everything as well.
Oh, definitely.
Can they kind of pick their menu of what they want to eat for the meal, or is it something that you can?
Yeah, I've got menus for people to choose from.
Awesome.
I try to keep it seasonal, local. Yeah.
That's great. You got a lot of variety to your cooking too. Sorry, I'm like swallowing.
It's okay.
I'm like trying to eat, but it is. I have to say, just
How is
really
it?
quickly, it's very, very delicious. It's as I expected, extremely refreshing with the cucumber, and it's not overly sweet, which I think is nice. And the elderflower syrup, which I've never had before, this is the first time I'm trying it, is really, really good. I have to say.
Yeah, and it's not that
delicious.
sweet either, which I like too.
Yeah, it's not over the top sweet. And a little bit of honey in there adds that little sweet kick to it, which is nice. You get the nice little taste of the refreshing mint as well. Like I said, this is a perfect summer salad.
You can be on
really
Top
good.
Chef describing that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
nice.
You're doing well.
Good, I'm doing well. Coming from a chef, this is good to hear. And now we're gonna move on to the toast. And this looks really, really good. Obviously the mascarpone on there I'm excited for, so let's try this out. Wow, yeah, really good.
Thank you.
And again, not over the top sweet, just perfect amount of sweet there, because this is something that could get too sweet too fast, I think, for sure.
Definitely.
And the hazelnuts add a nice little
And there's actually
crunch.
the only thing that has sugar are the hazelnuts.
Yeah.
And a tiny little bit in the heavy whipping cream or the whipped cream, but
not much though. It's not what you'd expect. It's not like a Cool whipped cream where you're like, oh my gosh, this is way cringeworthy, right? No, this is really good. I like the light airiness of the mascarpone and the whipped cream together, and I am actually tasting a little bit of the chili powder in the hazelnuts. That's really cool.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. That's a really creative addition there.
Cool.
And so you really can kind of take a traditional menu from a dinner and really, with your experience of all these cultures all across the world that you've traveled to, really kind of put a really cool spin on that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
I love to draw on my travels.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of time in Europe, down
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Asia. I don't know. Whenever I come back from a trip, I'm like, oh.
Is it really inspiring to you after
definitely.
you do that?
It's super inspiring, as well as eating out. And I try to do that as much as possible when I go abroad.
I agree. When I spent the time in Thailand, it was like a whole new culinary side of my mind opened up. Just the way that the ingredients played together, the things that they used. It was really interesting. So I do like that you kind of bring back and incorporate kind of all sides of those different cultures that you've experienced and put them back into some really, really delicious dishes. And a really cool thing as well is you post a lot of these recipes online, correct?
If people ask me, I will.
Okay.
But more so, I'm just serving it to them in their houses, yes.
Well, I would encourage you to put this recipe up because I definitely want to know it so I can make this salad. It's
I'll do
really,
it for you.
really delicious just for me.
Yes,
See
you
how
got
special this is. This is fantastic. Where can people keep up to date with everything that you're doing? You have a really great Instagram presence.
Thank you. Everything is Chef Amanda Pilkington. Instagram or chefamandapilkington.com.
And there they can book your services as well. Is it
or
something
give me a call.
that they need to do kind of like, say I wanted to have a date night later on this week, is that something possible, or do I need to call you kind of a month ahead of time, give you some time?
Warning's nice, but I mean, oftentimes we can make something work.
But you're a chef, so you're used to kind of having to whip things up in a hurry.
I am very used to thinking on my feet and acting quick.
That's great. Well, Chef Amanda, you've made some really great food for us. Again, this cucumber strawberry salad with some elderflower syrup, and then we have the brioche toast with mascarpone, some roasted hazelnuts, as well as strawberries as well. So thank you so much for joining us here on the Mountain Morning Show. We always appreciate it. And as we said, definitely visit her website, chefamandapilkington.com. There you can get a hold of her services so you can have one of these delicious meals right in your home. We'll be right back right here on the Mountain Morning Show.